Yo, RX back with another breakdown of UFC Abu Dhabi. This time it's Whittaker versus the Ritter. Way back with another breakdown of an early fight night on Saturday morning that is really good. Really good. Way better than that piss poor pay-per-view we just saw. This is a good card. The princes over there really bought a good card. This is more of a pay-per-view than 318 ever was. And I remember we all bitched about how good this card was when it was announced, because why the fuck is a fight night looking like this compared to some shitty pay-per-views? But what can you do, man? Money talks to Dana, and Dana get paid up with a good-ass fight night here. Back in Abu Dhabi for the first time of the year. I swear to God, it would be second time of the year, because they go there like 8 times a fucking week. They just announced the fucking main event for the pay-per-view they got in October, so I don't think they're too stressed out. But the cards there are usually good, so it's kind of hard to complain about them, you know? So what can you really do? We had a good fight night in the morning, kinda, at least 12 p.m. for me is kinda decent. But I know for some people it's like 10 and 9 a.m. this card's gonna be starting, so don't forget, set your picks and have some breakfast. But this is gonna be a good card. Great main event, as you see. Good co-main event, some good fights under the main and co. This is a good card. Sadly, no Aaron Pico, but Evil A was a bitch. What do you expect? But this is a good card. Good top 2 fights. Good undercard. Early. Gonna be worth waking up early for this card. I'm excited. I'm very excited, especially again coming off that shit pay-per-view. This is what we need, especially right before we go into an Apex doubleheader in the next 2 weeks. This is very needed. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. This is going to be a good card, and I'm very excited to break it down. So let's not waste any more time, and shall we get into doing just that, breaking it down? I think we should. So without much more needing to be said, unless I'm going to say something, which I don't believe I am, only thing left to say always before we get into the breakdown is the usual YouTube shit. Like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs, always the goal by the end of 2025. And unless I'm going to say something in this intro, which I don't believe I am, talked about the card being pretty good. I'm excited for it. Did YouTube shit. I think that's every box crossed off, right? I believe it is. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the UFC Abu Dhabi breakdown. You ready? I know I am. 12 fights early on a Saturday. Let's get into it. UFC Abu Dhabi breakdown begin, and we begin with the heaviest fight on the card. The only heavyweight fight on the card, is right? Yeah, the only heavyweight fight on the card and our only debut of the card. So this will be an interesting one, as we have in our first fight of the night in the heavyweight division, the only time we travel that division on this card. Shockingly, no Hamdi Abdullah, but they do got, he just got booked today, so I guess they got what they got here. As we have to begin UFC Abu Dhabi in the heavyweight division, Martin Baddies Buday versus Marcus. I'm gonna fuck up this last name. Buchecha? I think it's Yeah, I think it would be Buchecha, I would imagine. If I'm fucking that up, I'll get it right in the recap. I swear. Not a bad fight, not great either. Martin Buday, kinda shitty. This Marcus dude, brand new fighter. Could be good, could be shit. Time will tell. Let's get into it. As we begin with our first fighter of the night, the somehow ranked, I think, Martin Buday, 15-2, 33 years old, 6-1 in UFC somehow, which that's a debatable record because I think he has 2 robberies on his record. So I'll go, the wins that he actually has got since coming off the Contender Series have been Chris Barnett, Jake Collier, Josh Parisian, Andrei Arlovsky. His losses in the UFC, Lucas Bresky, that was a complete robbery. Shamil Gaziev and Uran Satibodiev, I think that was a robbery as well. So really, he's, 3-3 in UFC? Or 4-3, my bad. Yeah, he's not good at all. He's, like, you want to call him a joker of all trades and a master of none, but he's not. What is he? Like, he can't really do anything. He's not really good at all. He's just a big, slow, fat dude. Which I know that's what most heavyweights are, but you get my point. Like, what is Martin Buday good at? I've seen all of his UFC fights, and I truly have no idea what he's good at. Is his striking good? No, not really. Is he fast? No. Is his cardio good? No. Is his chin good? Not really. Is his grappling good? Not really. His clinch game is good just because he's big and fat and strong, kind of. He has 1 submission on his record, 1 finish on his record in general, in the UFC at least. And his best win of his real wins is what? Jake Collier, an ancient Andrei Arlovsky, Chris Barnett. Like, this dude's not good. How he's ranked, I don't know. Well, I guess heavyweight's shallow, but Walter Walker, come on. Yeah, Buday is terrible. Like, I don't think I'm really breaking news when I say that. Like, he's 6'4", and again, he's just a big, slow, fat dude. He doesn't have power, really. He doesn't have, like, no technique. He's not good. He's just truly not good, and the UFC has just really given him a lot of winnable fights, and he's even choked a few of those. So, I just don't think much of Martin Buday. I think he's pretty terrible, and the one time he fought someone who's actually not garbage, like Shamil Gaziev, he got dismantled. So what does that tell you? He's just not good. I don't know what else to say. He's just another terrible heavyweight. And then to talk about his opponent, the only debutant of the night, Marcus Buchecha, 5-1, 35 years old. Yes, I don't love a debutant debuting at 35 either, but what can you do? Oh, this guy has some hype. He has a lot of hype, but will he just be another can? 5-1 in 1 championship where he's coming from. He's 1-1 in his last 2 fights. That loss to Omar Kane, I guess, ain't terrible, because I think that dude is the champion over there. So I understand it. All of his finishes are in round 1, so that's not really too good of a fucking sign, especially at heavyweight, because a lot of heavyweight fights don't end in finishes. I think the last one was Waldo and Ryan Spann. Oh no, Walter Walker and Kendi Nzechukwu. But yeah, before then it was a while ago. So not the most finish heavy division. So we'll see if this dude had any cardio past round 1. I've never seen him fight before, no idea who he is. Again, some people are giving him a lot of hype, so we'll see if he lives up to it. To me, just from a bystander's perspective of never watching him fight, what it seems like, he's a heavyweight Rodolfo Vieira. If that's a good comparison, someone let me know. But if that's the case, that's a worrying sight. That's a worrying idea, because Rodolfo Vieira's garbage. So if you're just a heavyweight Rodolfo Vieira, I'm a little worried. So, but let's see what this guy can do. He's 35, so I guess even though he is debuting, and I don't love it, 35-year-old debutant, it's heavyweight. That's not the worst thing in the world. He's 6'3", and he finishes fights when he wins at least. So let's see what this guy can do. We'll give him a shot. UFC signing a lot of people lately. One of them has to be good, because so far they've not been great this year. Without Contender Series, Pitbull, Patchy, we're looking at you. So let's see, maybe this dude is what heavyweight needs. I fucking doubt it. But let's find out. The betting odds say that he is having a minus 200, and Tapology's picking him more than they're not. Can't really say I agree or disagree, because again, I've never seen him fight. Maybe he should be minus 200. I'd probably say minus 190, but again, kind of hard to make a case. He's an inch shorter and 3 inches in reach, and he's going to be lighter. So, let's see. I think the obvious thing to say here, if it goes past round 1, Buday will probably win, because obviously Marcus, all of his wins are in round 1. So, does he have cardio? Time will tell. But let's see, I'm intrigued to see if Marcus is any good, because heavyweight needs anything it can get right now, and Martin Buday is not good. So, if Martin Buday wins, then this was a waste of a signing. If Marcus wins, depending on how he looks, could be a good signing. So, let's wait and see. And I'm going to say, with my first pick of the night, I'm going to go for the debutant Marcus Buchecha by, I would say, submission in the first. I think he's going to be able to catch Buday, get him down, and win, hopefully. Again, I've never seen him fight before, so I'm taking a shot in the dark, and let's see if it hits or not. So, give me Marcus Buchecha by submission in the first. Let's see what he can do. Buday is a pretty shitty opponent, so if you're any good, you should beat him. Opening up the card, debuting, 35 years old, some hype at heavyweight. Let's see what happens. To start tonight, give me Marcus Buchecha by submission in the first. Let's see if it was a good signing or a waste of money. Buchecha submission in the first. After that, not gonna say much here, because we all know who's losing this fight. The king of L's, because he's fucking garbage, even if he's fighting a fellow can. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time here, this fight sucks. As we have in our second fight of the night, in the featherweight division, a fight between two tomato cans. That's only on this card because the princes over there want it to be. We have in our second fight of the night, in the featherweight division, our first of a few weight class changes for fighters on this card, at least 2 or 3. We have in our second fight of the night, Mohammad, the UAE warrior, Yahya, versus Steven, the ninja. I always forget how you Nguyen? Steven Nguyen, I believe is how you say it. I always forget how you say it, but it doesn't matter, he fucking sucks. Both guys do. Like, this fight's garbage. Yahya is one of, if not the worst fighter on the roster, now moving down to featherweight, and Steven Nguyen is 0-1 in the UFC, losing to Jarno Aarons, who is garbage. Yeah, not a very good fight now, is it? I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Give me Steven Nguyen by knockout in the first. Muhammad Yahya's a glass cannon. Not even a cannon, he's just glass. Not moving down to featherweight. I don't know why Yahya would do that, but you're desperate. He looks terrible at media day. He'll probably look terrible on the scales. I think Steven Nguyen is terrible, but he should be. If you can't beat Mohammad Yahya, you suck. There's no betting odds on Tapology for some reason at this moment, but I believe Nguyen is a pretty big favorite. Let me look that up real quick. Steven is minus 425. Yeah, I would say you should be at least minus 500 against Mohammad Yahya. So, yeah, give me Steven Nguyen by knockout in first. Yahya is garbage. I don't know why the princes keep paying for this guy to stay in the UFC, but they're gonna stop eventually. If this is the best UAE fighter they have, I feel bad. I don't, because fuck them, but it's that sad, so, but give me Steven Nguyen by knockout in the first. Yeah, not really much to say. Mohammad Yahya's garbage, so is Steven Nguyen, but you should beat Mohammad fucking Yahya. So give me Steven Nguyen by knockout in the first. Simple as that. Next. Speaking of bad fighters, a fraud versus a tomato can. Might not say a lot, well, a little here, but not a lot here. Still better than the Yahya fight, but not by much. as we have in our third fight of the night in the light heavyweight division, a fight that's not very good. As I said, we have a fraud versus a tomato can, so, always good to hear that, As we head from heavyweight to featherweight to light heavyweight, I think for the first of 2 light heavyweight fights tonight, so this one's a lot worse than the one later, as we have in our third fight of the night in the light heavyweight division, Ibo, the last Ottoman, Aslan versus Billy Elekana. I always want to say Billy Electra, I don't know why, but it's Elekana. Yeah, this fight sucks. What else you want me to say? It's fraud versus tomato can, so oh joy. Let's talk about it. We'll begin with the fraud, Ibo. Aslan, add another S to his name. 14-2, just like Martin Buday. 29 years old, 2-1 in UFC coming out Contender Series. Since coming out Contender Series, he won 2 fights in a row against Anton Turkali and Rafael Cerqueira. He looked not amazing against Anton. He looked pretty great against Rafael, but you should against Rafael. And then he fought Ion Cutelaba and got demolished. He got thrown on the ground a couple of times and eventually got submitted. So yeah, this guy can't fucking grapple at all. I mean, his cardio sucks. Like, he just hits really hard. So yeah, he sucks. Like, outside of hitting really hard, what does this dude do? He can't grapple. We saw that. His cardio is shit. We saw that. Yeah, he's pretty much just a heavyweight fighting a light heavyweight at skill set wise, because all he does is hit really hard. Good job. You got project by Ion Cutelaba. Bum. But the good thing, he is fighting a fellow tomato can in the not debuting, but if you thought he was, I wouldn't blame you, Billy Elekana. 7-2, 30 years old, making his second UFC walk after stepping in on short notice in his debut to begin the year against Bogdan Guskov, who we'll talk about later. He did not look great in that fight. He did survive till round 2, but pretty much just by cuddling, and then eventually he did quit against Guskov, tapping to a choke pretty quickly, or some bullshit. He quit, I remember that, because he was so gassed. And now he's fighting Ibo. So this is his first fight on a full camp, but it's probably gonna be his first L on a full camp in UFC as well. Cause yeah, this dude did not impress me a lot with his debut fight, and I doubt he's gonna look any better here. So yeah, like, maybe he can grapple fuck Ibo like he tried to do to Guskov, but I doubt it. He doesn't really have the cardio to do that, doesn't seem. He's definitely not gonna be Ibo on the feet. He better just pray he can extend the fight. So, if he can, maybe he can pull off the upset, but more than likely he's just a can, and he will not be able to pull off the upset. So, yeah, that's about that. The betting odds agree with me, having Ibo Aslan minus 280 to plus 210. Yeah, I would have Ibo minus 295. He should win this fight. Again, if you are picking Billy, or you think Billy has a chance, you think he's going to be able to extend the fight and win a decision or finish him later. Which I guess could happen, but Billy doesn't have cardio either. So, more than likely, Ibo will stuff takedowns and finish him in round 1. So, again, I'm not saying Billy can't pull off the upset. It's possible, not probable, but possible. Ibo sucks, he has no cardio, and he can't grapple. If I'm Billy, I'm shooting a takedown the second the fight starts. But more than likely, he's going to get finished, so. More than likely, I hate to have to pick this bum again after just getting fraud checked, but he is the better fighter here, so give me Ibo Aslan by knockout in first. He should be able to beat Billy Elekana. So, again, unless Billy turns into Merab Dvalishvili, he's going to get fucking demolished. So, give me Ibo Aslan by knockout in first. Not really much more to say. Don't get extended, finish him early, and win. So, shitty fighters, but they want Ebo back on track. They're going to succeed in that idea more than likely, and I'll agree with them. Give me Billy to get knocked out. Give me Ebo Aslan by knockout in first. Pretty simple. A streak of finishes to start the card. I like it. Are they going to stop here? Yeah. As we head to our fourth fight of the night, our first and only female fight of the night. Shockingly not opening the card. I'm kind of shocked by that. But these are at least two ranked fighters who have a little bit of name value. So I get it would be kind of a weird opening fight under the last three fights we just talked about. So I do get it. As we have in our fourth fight of the night, our only female fight of the night in the top 11 of Starweight, I believe. Top 11, top 12, somewhere in the top 15. I'm not sure why exactly, because I think there's better fighters under them outside the top 15, but minor details. As we have in our fourth fight of the night, our only female fight of the night, Amanda Ribas versus Tabatha Baby Shark Ricci. Not a great fight. Not terrible. Brazilian battle probably would have been better 2 years ago. Ribas not looking great lately. Ricci not looking great lately. Both are in their early 30s. Again, this fight would have been better 2 years ago, but still not bad here. It does not feel like a top 15 fight at all. So, I don't know. It's okay, but it's not great. Let's just talk about it. Only female fight of the night. Hell, maybe we'll end in a third round finish. That seems like the fucking method lately. So let's first start with the higher ranked Ribas, 12-6, 31 years old, 7-5. Amanda's wins in the UFC so far have been Emily Whitmire, Mackenzie Dern, Miranda Marcos, Paige Van Zandt, Verna Jandiroba, Viviane Araujo, and Luana Pinheiro. Her losses, not that way, her losses have been Marina Rodriguez, Caitlin Samanara, Macy Baba, Rose Namajunas, and Mackenzie Dern. Ribas has a weird career. Like, she has some really good wins on her record. Like, I guess you can say she took Mackenzie Dern to beat Paige Van Zandt out of the UFC. Jandiroba, that's aged great. Even Araujo's an okay win. But her losses, Rodriguez, okay. Chukagian, I think that was a robbery, to be honest. Barber, okay. Rose, not great. Dern, eh. So, she has some good wins and some weird losses. And now she's fighting Ricci, which is a pretty decent step down from Dern. Even Rose, I guess, to an extent. I guess she is staying at strawweight as well. She hasn't been at flyweight for a while. Since the Macy Barber fights. I don't know if Ribas is still ranked at flyweight. Who fucking knows. But, yeah, I think Ribas is kind of getting, like, up there. She's 31 years old. She's getting older. And I think she's kind of just, I don't even want to say gatekeeper. She's kind of just mid at this point, even a little below average. Like, her striking is getting worse. She got KO'd by Macy Barber pretty much. She, like, her striking just has not been, like, she looked good against Pinheiro, but Pinheiro's awful. So, she still has striking, she'll be the better striker here, but it's not great. At least, especially, again, I think even compared to the Pinheiro fight 2 years ago, her striking has declined. Her grappling has gotten way worse. That's, I can confirm. Like, again, you look back at the Jandiroba, the Van Zandt, the Dern wins. Yeah, her grappling looks good. And then Rose Namajunas holds you down for 5 rounds. Mackenzie Dern submits you. Not great. She doesn't look like she's even, like, she doesn't look like she's putting the same effort anymore also. Against Rose, she just seemed on autopilot. Against Dern, I don't remember her doing really anything of note, but besides getting submitted, she's just not looking the same that she did, again, even against Pinheiro 2 years ago. She kind of seems like she's lost that fire, and now she's kind of just coasting. Like, yeah, she's not bad, and she will be lower level competition, but she's not looking good against even the middle echelon. And now Ricci's a bit of a step down. Not like garbage, but step down. And is she even gonna beat Ricci? Like, that's debatable. So I just think Ribas is kind of falling down. She had her time, she had a lot of hype, but back-to-back main event L's, not looking great in either. Now on a prelim against a lower-ranked fighter who's not great. How much does Ribas really have left? She's almost 32, I believe, soon. Yeah, 32 next month. How much does she really have left? I'm just not sure anymore. She just does not seem to be putting in the same level of effort that she did 2-3 years ago. And then to talk about her opponent, Tabatha Ricci, 11-3, 30 years old, 5'1", extremely short, 6-3 in the UFC. Her wins have been, since coming in on short notice for her debut up a weight class, she has beat Maria Oliveira, Poliana Viana, Jessica Penne, Jillian Robertson, Tisha Pennington, and Angela Hill. And she's lost to Manon Fior, Lupi Godinez, and Yan Xiaonan. Ricci is a fighter who's just never gotten better. Her striking is a shit. Like, that Yan Xiaonan performance was one of the most pitiful performances I've ever fucking seen. She has no idea how to strike. Like, truly no idea. And she's not looked, ever since that Robertson win, she's kind of not looked good. Lupi Godinez beat her, but it was competitive. I think she lost to Tisha Pennington. I think that was a robbery. You can make a case she lost to Angela Hill, but that's understandable. Angie, for some reason, is still decent. And then Xiaonan destroyed her. And that hasn't aged great. So, like, she started off really good. Like, starting 4-1, only lost up a weight class against Manon on short notice. Cool. Not a great win. Not a great win. Not a great win. That's aged pretty good. But ever since that Jillian fight, she's just gotten exposed. She can't strike. And now she's been off since November. Does she have a striking game now? I doubt it. Like, and she's with a boxer, so why the fuck are you not learning how to strike? But beats me. She's still a good grappler. She's a good grappler, but she actually needs to get the fight down, which is something she's not been able to do in a long since of Jessica Penne fight. So that's worrying. Again, she's really short, so striking is not easy for her either. She's kind of just been exposed. She had a lot of hype during that, after that Robertson win. She looked like she was gonna be like set on that rocket ship, and then she just loses, looks bad, and loses. So, yeah, just her momentum has completely been stopped, and she can really only blame herself for not learning how to strike. So, what can you really say? The Bangers vs. fight have Amanda Ribas minus 145 to plus 120. I actually think Ribas is a bigger favorite now. I think Ribas is like minus 200, which I think is insane. I would probably have this a pick'em, because you really don't know what you're going to get with this fight. Is Ribas actually going to look like she wants to be there? Is Ricci going to look improved? Like, and we know this fight's 50-50. If the fight's on the feet, Ribas is going to win. If it's on the ground, Ricci should probably win. Ribas is only 2 inches taller with a ginormous 5-inch reach advantage. It's a tough one to pick. No matter which side you pick, you're picking an untrustworthy side. Ribas is looking terrible lately. Ricci, we don't know if she's ever going to learn how to do basic shit outside of grappling. It's a tough one to pick, but I'm going to agree with Tapology, and I'm going to lean the underdog. Give me Tabatha Ricci. I think Ribas's hype is done. I think she's getting close to being kind of done. And I'm going to go Tabatha Ricci. I think she can get a fight down and win, like Rose did, like Dern did. I'm going to go Tabatha Ricci by decision. My first underdog pick is a night, and I think she can get the job done. I'm not confident. Don't get me wrong. I am far from confident. I'm not saying bet on Ricci, I would advise not to. That's up to you, though. But making a pick, who do I want to pick here? Who do I trust more here? Let's look. When I think of this fight, who do I think takes it? I'm gonna say that's Tabatha Ricci. So, give me Tabatha Ricci by decision in what should be a stressful one to watch. It's actually picking it, and probably not gonna be a good fight anyway. But if I'm having to make a pick for a fight that's not the most easy to pick, give me Baby Shark by decision. Not very confident, but I trust the younger, more hungry side, who might be able to get better than the older, kind of fading side. So, give me Tabatha Ricci for our first decision of the night. After that, we go to our fifth fight of the night. A very good fight in the bantamweight division. It's sad this fight's kind of getting overlooked because it's really damn good. This is a top 25 fight at bantamweight, maybe even top 20. As we have, as usual with the bantamweight division, a banger of a fight. I cannot wait for this fight. This is going to be really damn good. As we have in our fifth fight of the night, our first of 2 fights at bantamweight on the card, I believe. 3 fights, my bad. First of 2 prelim bantamweight fights on the card. As we have in a banger 5th fight of the night, the Monster, Blackshear versus Dangerous Jesus, almost died. Dangerous Davey Grant. Trying to say his name is dangerous enough, but he's a dangerous fighter, and this is a dangerously good fight. Yeah, this is a banging fucking fight. Damon Blackshear, 3-fight winning streak, looking great lately. Davey Grant, almost 40, still looking good. This is a good fight. I'm very excited for this one. Kind of, again, an underrated banger at bantamweight. This should be good. Active Damon, 40-year-old Davey. Can't wait. Now let's start with the younger fighter and the very active Damon. Blackshear, 17-7-1, 30 years old, 5-3-1 in the UFC. And his wins in UFC have been Luan Larceta, Jose Johnson, Cody Stamann, Cody Gibson, and Alatung Haley. His losses have been Farid Basharat, Mario Batista, and Michael Johnson, and he has a draw with Yusuf Zalal. Blackshear is really good. We've seen that since his fucking debut. Like when your losses in the UFC are Farid Basharat, who's really good, Mario Batista, who's a top 10 guy, and Monto Jackson, who's really good, it's hard to complain. And even some of his wins are alright. Cody Stamann, he finished him, which that's not very common. Cody Gibson, that's a good win. Alatung Haley, that's alright. Even Jose Johnson is alright. Luan Larceta sucks, but not everyone's going to be a top 10 one. But, yeah, Damon Blackshear is very good. He's getting more well-rounded, because he did kind of just start off as a grappler, and that's why he did look not great at first. And why he did lose to Farid. But after that Monto Jackson fight, he just woke up a fucking monster. The monster. And has been looking phenomenal. Ran through Cody Stamann, ran through Cody Gibson, ran through Alatung Haley. The dude's looking good. He's getting more well-rounded. His striking has evolved and got better. Still not amazing. He's still not fucking Sean O'Malley. But he has better striking. He actually has some decent power. And he is actually a competent striker now. He has good cardio. His grappling's phenomenal. He's a borderline top 15 level guy. A lot of people think he beat Mario Batista a few years back. So he's good. He's staying active, which was kind of a problem for him for a little bit. But now he is actually active again. A 3rd fight of 2025. He's good, man. He's truly a really good fighter, top 20 bantamweight, and he's gotten more well-rounded. He's looking better. He's a problem in division. He's only 30. Damon Blackshear has gone better, and it's really, really damn good. And then for his very old but still very good opponent, Davey Grant, 14-7, 39 years old, gonna be 40 in December, 7-6 in the UFC. His wins have been coming off the Ultimate Fighter, Marlon Vera, Grigory Popov, Martin Day, Jonathan Martinez, Luis Smolka, Rafael Sunsao, and Roman Tavares, where I picked him as an underdog and he won. Haha. His losses in the UFC have been Chris Holdsworth, Damien's, not gonna try that shit, Manny Bermudez, Cheeto, Yanez, and Marcos. And Marcos, most people think he won that fight, so. Davey Grant's good, man. He's still really damn good, even at 40. Like, if you look at it just his last couple fights, smashed Luis Smolka, submitted Rafael Sunsao, went with a crazy fucking, like, triangle with his legs. Well, most people think he beat Daniel Marcos, which, Daniel Marcos sucks. And then beat the younger guy in Roman Tavares pretty easily. Grant still has it. He's still good. And some of his wins in UFC are crazy. Cheeto, that aged alright. Jonathan Martinez, that's a great win. And most of his losses are understandable. Not these two, but Manny was alright. Cheeto, Yanez, Grant still has it. He's still a very good fighter, and anyone who wants to try and count him out just keeps looking silly when he wins, or bare minimum puts up a good performance. So, Davey Grant's good, man. I get he's almost 40, and at bantamweight, that's not a good thing. But he's good. He is still good, and he's no pushover. And I'll talk about the bang outs in a second, but if you think this is a layup for Damon Blackshear, I don't think so, man. Davey's still got a lot left in the tank. He's still good. He got that power. He's a good striker. He's no joke, man. He still got it, even at 40, at bantamweight. The bang odds don't really agree, though, having Damon Blackshear minus 245 to plus 205. I think Damon might be minus 300 by now, which I think's insane. Davey Grant's no pushover, and I don't know why he's getting so overlooked here. Yes, I'm going to pick Damon Blackshear to win, but should he be this big of a favorite? Davey Grant's gonna, bare minimum, Davey Grant's gonna make him work for that win. It's not gonna be easy. I would have Damon minus 160. I think minus 160 would make sense. Yes, he should win, and again, I'm gonna pick Damon Blackshear. But if you're telling me Davey Grant has no chance, you're fucking insane. He is still good. He could pull off the upset. I'm not gonna say he's going to, but you're telling me Damon's gonna win this fight 9 times out of 10? I would say maybe 6 or 7 times out of 10, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Damon runs through him, and if he runs through Davey Grant, that'd be extremely impressive. So, either way, it's going to be a good win for Damon if it's close or if it's competitive, or it might not be a win for him at all. Again, Davey Grant's no fucking joke. So, you might be 9 years older, you might be 2 inches shorter, but he's still good. I think he's the better striker. I think he has more power. Damon's going to want to make this a grappling match, and we know Davey's not the worst grappler in the world. This is going to be good, man. This is going to be good, and don't be shocked if Davey pulls off the upset. That's all I'm saying. Don't be shocked if Davey pulls off the upset. I know I won't be. But, sadly, I will not be picking that outcome. I did pick Davey as underdog in his last fight. I will not be doing that here. I'm going to go with the favorite. Give me Damon Blackshear by decision. If I get it wrong, I wouldn't be shocked. But I do think Damon will be able to pull off the win. He'll be able to be competent on the feet, make it competitive there, and then keep him down on the ground. Give me Damon Blackshear by decision. Very good fight. Don't overlook Davey Grant. And I'm happy Davey won as the underdog last time. I don't think he'll strike gold twice. Give me Damon Blackshear by decision. Should be a good fight, though. Gonna be competitive. And, banger. Just all I can say. Banger. But give me the monster by decision. After that, we go to our co-main event of the prelims in the welterweight division. Another Unk. This time, not having as good of a chance as Davey Grant, but you can never count out these crafty veterans, whatever the fancy term is. But we might be able to here, as we have in our co-main event, the prelims in the welterweight division are only welterweight fight of the night, which is kind of rare, but I guess they did have a lot of action last week. But this is a good fight nonetheless. Very good co-main event to the prelims, as we have in our second to last fight of the prelims, another old man. Can he pull off the upset? Time will tell. As we have Muslim, the king of kung fu, Salikhov, versus the lion, Carlos Leal. Good luck, Salikhov. You're gonna fucking need it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say a lot here, because I don't think a lot needs to be said, but this is a good fight. Probably not gonna be a very competitive fight, but yeah, I guess, again, just like Davey Grant, you can never really count out these old dudes who are still pretty good. But, yeah, good luck, Salikhov. You're gonna need it. Let's talk about him first. The first of two fighters in this fight, the older man getting the first of the breakdown this time. 21-5, 41 years old, Muslim Salikhov, 8-4 in the UFC, coming off a 2-fight winning streak. His wins in UFC have been Ricci, Reinier, Nordine Taleb, Leonardo Starpoli, Zaleski, Francisco Trinaldo, Andre Filho, Santiago Ponzinibbio, and Kenan Song. What a fucking knockout that was. And his losses have been Alex Garcia, The Leech, Nicholas Dalby, and Randy Brown. Salikhov still got it. He's still pretty good. He got good kicks, he's got good hands, but he is 41. He's fighting a much younger guy compared to bums like Kenan Song and Santiago Ponzinibbio. He can still go, and he can still beat lower level guys, or older guys, but I am worried for Salikhov here, to be honest. So he still got it, but how much does he got left, and does he got what it takes to win this one? I strongly doubt. So again, never count on an old man, but I'm probably gonna count out an old man. So good luck, though. Good luck, because you are fighting Carlos Leal, the opponent, 22-6, 31 years old, 2-0 in the UFC. He came in on short notice last year and beat Renat Fakhretdinov, and then he knocked out Alex Morono in his second fight. Yeah, Leal's really damn good. People hyped him up when he first got signed. He beat Renat, he beat Leal. This dude's good. I don't know about top 15 level good. We'll see there. Is he Randy Brown? Is he Mike Morales? We'll see. But he looks pretty damn good. He so far 2-0. He's looked good in the UFC, man. He has looked pretty damn good. And now we could see him again. And this would be a really nice one to add to the record. Let's see if he can get Leal's pretty damn good. He hits hard. He has good grappling. He's good. He's pretty fucking good. The payouts for his fight agree with me as well, having Carlos Leal minus 400 to plus 300. Yeah, it's hard to disagree. It's truly hard to disagree. Maybe a little smaller of a favorite, but what really are you gonna say? Do you really think Salikhov's gonna pull off the miracle? I doubt it. It would be cool, because it's cool to see these old dudes still got it. That Kenan Song knockout was badass. But I don't think he's going to be able to beat Leal. He's 10 years younger, he's faster, he's more powerful, and he's not Kenan Song or Santiago Ponzinibbio. So, my pick here is going to be Carlos Leal by knockout in the first. He should be able to win this fight, in my opinion. He should. I don't see him choking this win away. Again, Salikhov's good. Salikhov's no pushover, but he's 41, and Leal is just coming off wins against Morono and Renat, which are not great wins. This is a step up from those guys, but still, Leal should win this fight. Sadly, I gotta pick against another unk, so give me Carlos Leal by knockout in the first. Sucks to say, but Salikhov's gonna take an L here. I doubt he retires, but he's gonna probably take an L here, so Sorry, Unk, but give me Leal by knockout in the first. Could Salikhov do it? Yeah. Is he going to? Probably not. So, sadly, I have to pick against Muslim and Davey. If you want the Davey Salikhov parlay, the Unk parlay, you're gonna make some good ass money on that. But the chances of them both winning is slim to none. And chances of one of them winning is not even that high either. Davey could win. Good luck with Salikhov, so. Sorry, old man, but it's not gonna be your night. After that, we go to our featured prelim in the bantamweight division. Not gonna say a lot here because I don't like either of these guys. One's a piece of shit. One's a Nurmagomedov. So enough said on both regards there. As we have in our featured prelim in the bantamweight division, our second and final weight class change of the night or morning. As we have to end the prelims, a fight I'm not gonna say a lot about because I hate both of them. Bryce, dumb, nasty Mitchell moving down to bantamweight for the first time to fight Saeed Nurmagomedov. Yeah, I'm biased. I hate Bryce Mitchell. The dumb fuck should have been cut from the UFC, but sadly he's not. He's making a move down to bantamweight, which I don't know how bright of an idea that is. And even if it's the greatest idea in the world, I'm still not going to pick him. Give me Saeed Nurmagomedov by decision. He is just another Khabib fucking coattail rider, but I respect him more than this dumb fuck, so give me Saeed Nurmagomedov by decision. I don't like either. I don't know if Saeed will win. 50-50 fight. Fuck Bryce Mitchell. Simple as that. And that's the prelims. They're pretty decent. When you get to this portion, it's pretty good. And even the first three fights are alright, because I picked all finishes, so, you know, not bad. 4 finishes on the prelims, my prediction. It's a good prelims. The last 4 fights are good. The first 3 fights should be finishes. It's looking good. It's looking good. Pretty good prelims. Can't really complain about much. I'm happy with the prelims. And now, another portion of the card I'm happy with, which we're about to get into, is the main card. 5 more fights from Abu Dhabi on a Saturday afternoon at this point. Let's be starting a little bit later. 5 more fights. We're only 47 minutes in, and we'll see how long this breakdown really is. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get into the first fight of the main card, going back to the light heavyweight division for the second and final time tonight, or today, as we have to open the card, the main card opener for UFC Abu Dhabi, to begin the main card in the light heavyweight division with a top 12 battle, top 13 battle, one or the other. We had to begin UFC Abu Dhabi's main card, Nikita, the Minor, Krylov versus Bogdan, Sizovic, Guskov. Well, I don't think we have to worry much about this fight going 15 minutes. At least let's hope not. This is a good fight. Very good fight to open the main card. Krylov staying active. Finally, after that Reyes knockout. Guskov back for the first time since January. This is a good fight to open the main card. And, yeah, light heavyweight probably won't go 15 minutes. Can't think of a better main card opener. Let's talk about it. And we'll begin with the veteran of the two, 30-10 Nikita Krylov, 33 years old, 11-8 in UFC. Not gonna go over. Well, yeah, I'll go his whole. Well, I'm not gonna go over his whole career. But his most notable wins have been Walt Harris, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, Ed Herman, God, he's beat nobody. OSP, Johnny Walker, Gustafsson, Volkan, Ryan Spann was his last win a few years ago now. His losses in UFC have been Soa Pelelele, OSP, Misha Serkinov, Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira, Magomed Ankalaev, Paul Craig, and Dominic Reyes. Krylov was a dude who looked really good at one point. He was looking scary good. And then he just disappeared for 2 years. And then he comes back against Dominic Reyes and gets just put out cold. Badly. That time off really fucked him up. Like, he was looking like he was going to be pretty good, and he was pretty good on that 3-fight winning streak. But again, that time off and then coming back into Reyes and just getting sparked out quickly, and now coming back really quickly after that. I don't love it. It's good to see him stay active, but like that time away hurt him, and now you're coming back 3 months after getting knocked out cold by Dominic Reyes. I don't know. Like, the dude was good. The dude has some good wins. Johnny Walker, guys like that, OSP, Gustafsson, but I don't know. I feel like he's kind of been that time away hurt him. People have got a good game plan for him now, and we'll see what Krylov can do here. Staying active, but what is his chin made out of anymore after that knockout and time away? Time will tell. Time will really tell with Nikita Krylov. To talk about his opponent, Bogdan Guskov, he's getting more fights on his bow, not a veteran yet. 17-3 in his career, 32 years old, 3-1 in the UFC. His debut was his only loss when he came in on short notice against Volkan Oezdemir and lost. And then he went on a 3-fight winning streak, beating Zach Pounga, Ryan Spann, and Billy Elekana. And now he fights Nikita Krylov. Easily the biggest fight of his career, at least on a full camp, not counting the Volkan fight. This would be a big win for him. Like, the Pounga fight, not really a good win. Ryan Spann, Billy Elekana, not really a good win. So now we're going to see how he does here against Nikita, a guy who's has some good wins in the UFC, more of a veteran instead of a tomato can, like who he has beat. This is a big fight for Bogdan. He's going to need this. He's 32 years old. He still has some time left on the clock. He hits really hard. His cardio ain't great, but it's not the worst. It's gotten better. His grappling's okay. He's not bad. He's not a bad fighter. And he could take this. He very well could take this. And he needs this win. Because if he loses this, then it's going to look like he can only beat tomato cans like Ryan Spann and Zach Pounga. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can snatch the win here. It's going to be an interesting one, so time will tell. We still haven't even seen a lot of Bogdan Guskov. Only 4 fights compared to 40 fights on his opponent's end. This is going to be interesting. This is a really good main card opener, and again, it should not go 15 minutes, so let's see what gets finished. The bang-ons for this fight are a little bit shocking, having Nikita Krylov the favorite at -190 to +165. I don't agree at all. I would have it either a pick'em or I'd have Guskov the favorite at like -130. This reminds me of the Ricci fight. I don't understand the odds. Like, Tapology doesn't agree with them. I don't think many people are going to agree with them. It feels like the underdog here should be the favorite, or bare minimum be a pick'em. So, I really don't agree with those odds. If you think Krylov is going to just take Guskov down and smother him like Volkan did, possibility. But is he going to do that? I don't know. Is he going to just run into another punch and get knocked out? I don't know. Good possibility. Time will tell. Time will really tell here. This is going to be a good one. This is a very interesting one to predict, because you're either picking Krylov, who's been inactive, now trying to be active, but coming off a knockout loss 3 months ago. And then you got Guskov, who's still kind of a mystery in that division. We've not seen a lot from him. He hasn't beat anyone good, and we really just don't know a lot about him yet. So this is an interesting fight. This is a very interesting fight. But what path am I gonna walk down? I'm gonna say Bogdan Guskov by knockout in the first. I think he should be able to put Krylov out. Yeah, I'm gonna say Guskov knockout in first. I think he can keep it standing. I think he can break that chin of Krylov like Reyes did and put him out like Guskov has been doing lately. So give me Bogdan Guskov by knockout in the first. Nikita could win this, because he is a crafty veteran, and he does have talent. We've seen that many times before. But inactivity, just getting knocked out a few months ago, it's hard to pick him. Oh, give me Bogdan Guskov by knockout in the first. I think he can break that chin of Krylov, so Let's see if he can. This fight should not go 15 minutes. I'm going to say it doesn't even go 5. Give me Bogdan Guskov by knockout in the first, in what should be a great main card opener where someone's getting finished. I say the finisher in that fight will be Bogdan Guskov in the first. After that, we go to our second fight of the main card, the only one to change by short notice, and I'll talk about that in a minute, as we have our only flyweight fight of the night in the top 15 of the division, I think number 9 ranked, or something along those lines. A very young battle in the flyweight division, which is kind of rare to see. So let's see what happens here. This could be a very telling fight for both of these guys in their careers, as we have our only short notice change of the night in the flyweight division, our second fight of the main card, between Whittaker Almabayev versus Jose Calcifer Ochoa. So, Jose Ochoa is stepping in for Ramazan Temirov, which kind of sucks that he pulled out because this would have been a good fight. And that was about 2-3 weeks ago, so this ain't the shortest of short notice, but still short notice. And let's see what Ochoa can do. Just coming off a win a month or two ago. Let's see what he can do. This is going to be very interesting to see what happens here. So, good fight at flyweight, again, I believe for the 9th ranking or something along those lines. Let's see what happens. We'll begin with the ranked fighter of the two, Almabayev, 21-3, 31 years old, 5'4", very short, 4-1 in the UFC. His 4 wins were Ode Osborne, TJ Vergara, Jose Johnson, and Matej Nicolau, and his 1 loss was in his last fight in a main event where he pretty much lost by eye pokes to Manel Kape. If you're losing to Manel Kape, you kind of suck. Yeah, Asu's not very good. Like, his first 4 fights in UFC, he looked okay. Beat Ode Osborne, beat AJ Vergara, looked pretty subpar against Jose Johnson, and then beat Matej Nicolau, who sucks, so not great stuff there. And then if you ever look at those fights, 3 of them were boring decisions, so that doesn't make it much better. And then you get starched by Manel Kape by eye poke, pretty much. Not a great sign. He really does not have any striking, or any good striking, to say the least. His grappling's alright, his cardio's okay. He just does not seem very good, and he seems like a fraud. To be honest, he really does seem like a fraud. Like, again, when your best wins are Ode Osborne and Matej Nicolau, and you're like number 9 ranked somehow, that's not a very good sign. So he just doesn't seem very good. He kind of just seems like a one-dimensional grappler with some subpar striking and cardio. Yeah, not very good. Just truly not very good. So maybe he can get back on track here only a few months after that loss. Let's see. And then to talk about the opponent, Jose Ochoa, 8-1, 24 years old, very young, 5'7", much taller, from shoot to box, 1-1 in the UFC. In his UFC debut, he came in on short notice against Lonnie Kavanagh and actually put up a pretty good fight. He really took it to Lonnie, that's just to put up a good fight against Lonnie is impressive, because Lonnie is going to be one of those ones in that division, unless Energy fraud checks him, so that's already a great debut to go toe-to-toe with Lonnie Kavanagh. And then his last fight, about a month ago, he knocked out Cody Durden in Atlanta, so he was in enemy territory, and he looked great. Like, so his first 2 UFC fights are Lonnie, who's going to be one of the best fighters in that division, and Cody Durden, who's a good veteran. Ochoa's looking good at only 24 years old. This kid looks good. He's from shoot to box. He has good striking. We haven't seen much of his grappling, but again, he's from shoot to box. I can imagine he can grapple. This kid might be good. He might be the best fighter from Peru because they don't have much else. Daniel Marcos is ass. So, they need to get some talent, and Jose Ochoa might be that. He looks phenomenal. And it's going to be interesting so far, at least in that Cody Durden fight. He looks phenomenal, and it's going to be interesting to see if he can pull off this win here. This is a very winnable fight for him, in my opinion. So let's see what he can do against a guy with a lot more experience in MMA, let alone the UFC. But Ochoa might be the better fighter. This can be interesting. This can be very, very interesting. See what happens. The more well-rounded Ochoa, good striking, good cardio, decent grappling, against the Sioux, who's kind of just one-dimensional. It's going to be intriguing. I'm very intrigued in this fight. Still think he should be on the prelims under Bryce Mitchell and Saeed, but whatever. The bang first fight have kind of been the same all week. They're pretty much been a pick'em. Asu is jumping out to a tiny favorite, I think, earlier when I looked. I think it's about minus 130, but I don't agree with that, to be honest. I think it should stay a pick'em. Mainly because we don't know how good Ochoa really is. Like, his first two opponents have been really good opponents, and now he's getting another one on short notice. He didn't take really any damage against Durden. He took like one big shot and he didn't even go down. Asu's not going to hit him with any big shots because he's not a good striker. This is going to be interesting. Can Asu survive? Can Asu beat the short notice Ochoa, or will Ochoa show up and take a ranking in his third fight at 24 years old? This is a good fight, man. This is a very good fight, and I'm gonna say my pick here is going to be... give me Ochoa. I think he can get the win here. I think he's the better striker. I know, obviously, he's much taller with a 2-inch reach advantage, and if he can keep the fight standing, we saw Asu struggle with Jose Johnson. If Ochoa can keep the fight standing, or if he is a good grappler, he can end up on top against Asu, and he can gas Asu out, because it looks like Ochoa has good cardio. He could win this fight. Asu's main path to victory is getting the fight down, and if he can't do that, Ochoa's gonna win this fight. So give me Jose Ochoa by decision. I think he can win this fight. I won't be shocked if he finishes Asu, to be honest. That Ochoa has power. That kid has power in his hands, and if he can land clean on Asu like he did on Durden, he's going to put him down. So this is gonna be a good fight. Gonna be a tough one to predict for a lot of people, but I'm gonna go with the younger guy, less experienced, but the bigger guy and a more well-rounded fighter, in my opinion. Give me Jose Ochoa by decision. I think this is a good fight. I would like to see Ramzan Tamirov get this opportunity, and I think he would have beat Asu also. I'm not upset at Ochoa getting the opportunity. Give me Jose Ochoa by decision. I think he's better. I think he's gonna take it. I won't be shocked if Asu wins. Ochoa's still very young and not very experienced. But I'm going to say Jose Ochoa by decision to get the win, to steal a ranking, and to have a good fight. So maybe even knock him out, but I'm going to say decision. So give me Jose Ochoa by decision. Gonna be a good fight. That's going to be a good one. Let's see how good Asu really is. After that, now I'm going to click on it. Sure, bullet by decision. This is a joke fight. He sucks. He sucks. Next. Co-main event of the evening. A fight that makes no fucking sense. But who cares? It's going to be a fun one. Even if one of these guys should be fighting for the title, logic out the goddamn window. It's the UFC in 2025. What do you expect? As we have in our co-main event of the evening in the bantamweight division, again, a fight that makes no sense, but it should be fun, and at least we get to see one of the best fighters on the roster fight, so that's always a good thing to say. As we have in our co-main event of the evening in the bantamweight division, a fight that makes absolutely no sense. We have Petr, No Mercy, Yan versus the maniac, Marcus McGhee. Good fucking luck, Marcus McGhee, because you're gonna need it. Yes, this fight makes no sense. We all know Petr should have just waited for Merab, but now that he didn't, literally this week, Sandhagen gets that shot against Merab, which is bullshit, because Sandhagen doesn't deserve it at all. But, you know, logic. I'm not gonna say a lot here. Very good fight. This is gonna be a banging fight, but does it make any sense? No. Is it gonna be competitive? Probably not. We all know Petr Yan. I don't need to talk about him. One of the best fighters on the roster. One of the best bandweights of all time. Yada yada. To talk about the more unknown dude, Marcus McGhee, 4-0 in the UFC, beating Johnny Newsom, trash. JP Buys, legend. Gaston Bolanos, not bad. And Johnson Martinez, he's good. I like Marcus McGhee. I'm a big fan of Marcus McGhee from the MMA lab with Batista and O'Malley, etc. He's good. He's not this good. He should not be fighting Petr Yan. Like, I like Vanderlei Silva's son, but this is too much, man. You're telling me a win over unranked Johnson Martinez gets you a top Petr Yan? Like, not even, he didn't even fight Rob Font, Cheeto, nobody. Like, I get Yan wants to stay active, but you could at least give him fucking someone like Rob Font or Cheeto. Like, you picked poor Marcus McGhee, whose hype you're about to kill, because you're feeding him to Petr Yan? I don't get it, man. I feel bad for Marcus when he gets beat here, because he should have just slowly built himself up instead of having him jump into the Petr Yan fight. But I don't know. He's really good. Again, he's really good. But there's being really good. And then there's the Petr Yan. So, what do you really want me to say? I feel bad for Marcus. That's about all I can say. My pick here, of course, is going to be Petr Yan. My lock of the night by decision. If Marcus wins, I'll say it right now, if Marcus McGhee wins this fight, it'll be one of the biggest upsets of 2025, of maybe the decade. Like, I'm sorry, there's just no world he should win this fight. You're not knocking out Petr Yan. You're not going to submit Petr Yan. And you're not going to beat Petr Yan over 3 rounds. I'm sorry, Marcus. I like McGhee. He's very good. He's not beating Petr Yan. It's truly that simple. So, give me Petr Yan by decision. Somehow the younger guy in this fight. The lock of the night, Petr Yan. Co-main event. Very good fight. It's going to be a good fight. But I also feel like it's going to be kind of one-sided. Sorry, Marcus, but too much too soon. Not going to end well for you, buddy. I respect you taking the fight. I don't know who wouldn't. But UFC fucked you here. UFC truly fucked you. So give me Petr Yan, my lock of the night, by decision. It sucks, but UFC fucked. UFC just said, fuck you, McGhee. It's time to lose. And now, finally, it's time for our main event of the evening, the last of our 12 fights on this beautiful Saturday morning / afternoon. The main event of the evening in the middleweight division, a banger. I'll say that again, a banger. I am extremely excited for a huge fight at bantamweight, and let's see what happens. Very hard fight to predict, but I'm seeing a lot of different opinions by a lot of different people, so maybe the first main event in a while, no one really knows what's going to happen, so it should be good. As we have in our main event of UFC Abu Dhabi in the middleweight division, a big fight. If one of these guys wins, they might be fighting for the belt next. We have to end UFC Abu Dhabi on a beautiful afternoon on a Saturday. I said that backwards. Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus R.D.R. Reinier the Redder. What a main event. Robert Whittaker back after getting his teeth pushed in against Chimaev. Reinier the Redder on a 3-fight winning streak, coming out fraud checking Bo Nickel. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I'm not gonna go super in depth because what's there to say? Long and short of it, if it stays on feet, Whittaker will probably win. If it goes to the ground, the Redder is gonna win. If it goes deep, pause, Whittaker will win. The Redder, we're still iffy on his cardio, especially over 5 rounds. That's worrying. Whittaker's washed. He's a gatekeeper now. Reinier is only 34 and he's looking good. This is a good fight. It's very 50-50, but I don't agree with the betting odds either. I think you can make it a pick'em, or you could have Reinier the favorite. If that spoils who I'm picking, my bad, but I guess I'll cut to the chase. I'm picking Reinier de Ridder here. I think he should win this fight. Whittaker's had his time in the sun, and it's done now. He's a gatekeeper. How are they gonna recover after his teeth got pushed into his fucking forehead? It's de Ridder's time, and he is going to win this fight, I think. So, give me Reinier de Ridder. I think he's gonna be able to win this fight. He's much bigger. He's much lengthier. He's well, not much younger, but about their same age. But, Whittaker's getting older. He's up there in age. He's had his time. De Ridder's hungry. He wants that UFC gold. Whittaker can think he can still make a run. He can't. He is done for him. He's a gatekeeper now, and I think Reinier is going to be able to kick down that gate, to be honest. So, my pick for the main event, I could see Whittaker winning. I could see him keeping it on the feet and winning. I'm going to go with Reinier de Ridder by submission in the second. I don't think he can win a decision, and I don't think he's going to finish Whittaker. So, take out finishing Whittaker, and I don't think he's gonna be gassed by like round 3 if it goes deep. So he's gonna need to finish it early, and I think he'll be able to. How many times has Robert been submitted? I know Hamzat. In one other time, wasn't in the UFC. Was that the one I think it is? Yeah, by Hoon Kim. Give me Reinier de Ridder by submission in second. I think he can take this. I think he's going to win. He's hungrier. He has more left in the tank at his age. I think the betting odds are crazy. I think sprinkling on de Ridder is not probably the worst idea in the world, but that's up to you. I'm not saying you should bet, but you could. Give me Reinier de Ridder by submission in a second. I think he can win this fight. Again, if he wins, it's not going to be a knockout. Well, unlikely, and it's not going to be a decision. Give me Reinier by submission in a second to end UFC Abu Dhabi with a... Well, I guess people like both these guys, and Reinier is growing on me, so I was going to say a sad note, but Reinier winning is cool. So give me Reinier de Ridder by submission in a second. This is going to be a good main event to end a good card. And sorry, Reaper, but your time has come. De Ridder's going to kick down that gate, and I'm going Reinier by submission in a second to end UFC Abu Dhabi. With boom, that was the card. To go over my picks one more time. Marcus Buchecha by submission in the first. Stephen Nguyen by knockout in the first. Ibo Aslan by knockout in the first. Tabatha Ricci by decision. Devon Blackshear by decision. Carlos Leal by knockout in the first. Saeed Nurmagomedov, pure biased, by decision. Bogdan Guskov by knockout in the first. Jose Ochoa by decision. Can Bullet by decision. Petr Yan, my lock of the night, by decision. And Reinier de Ridder by submission in the second to end the night and kick down the gate of the gatekeeper, Robert Whittaker. Bang. That's UFC Abu Dhabi. Very good card. 12 fights early in the day, so everyone will have a chance to enjoy their Saturday outside of fights. I'm excited, man. I'm truly excited. This is gonna be a fun-ass card. Though it can't be as bad as the last early card. Baku, we're looking at you. This is gonna be a good card. I'm very excited. Main's good, Ko's good, prelims are good. Outside of Shara Khan, I really can't say I'm not excited for most of these fights, so I can't wait. I'm very excited. This is going to be a good card early on a Saturday. I'm very excited. I'm going to hopefully we enjoy it. Hopefully it's a good card, and I can't wait. So yeah, but if in video form, next time you'll hear from me and find out if it was a good card is Sunday when I do the recap, so keep an eye out for that sometime on Sunday, hopefully earlier than usual, but who knows. And then stream wise, you'll hear from me Friday or tonight by the time this is coming out for the pre-party to this stream, or to this card, I mean. then Saturday for the after party, later in the day, not after the card, more when I usually do it, and then Sunday for the hangover, or Monday, could be either one. And then shorts-wise, I'll have one out on Friday, and then a few on Sunday, so I don't know about a few, but Friday and Sunday I'll have at least one out short-wise, so yeah, that's the plan for the rest of UFC Abu Dhabi week. I'm excited. Breakdowns in the books. Got some streams left to do for this card. Got a recap after it's over. Got some shorts. I can't wait. Gonna be a fun weekend. Gonna be a fun card. And I cannot wait. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. As always, almost at 160. So, we're over halfway there. Can we keep growing? Time will tell. Thank you either way. Love y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. If you watch the videos, the streams, the shorts, wherever you watch, thank you. It means more than I can ever express. And I'll see y'all Friday night for the pre-party to this card. So, that being said, breakdown in the books. And as always, RX out. Good vibes only. And